Despite being just 24 years old, Nicolo Zaniolo really has seen it all. From spending half a dozen years in Fiorentina's academy and winning the treble at under-19 level for Inter, to being labelled as the heir to Francesco Totti's throne at Roma, before missing close to 2 years of football due to two separate cruciate ligament injuries on both legs, and ending up in the Turkish league, which is widely considered a retirement home for foreign imports, it has well and truly been a remarkable journey. Such was the hype surrounding this kid a few years ago that Roberto Mancini made him just the fourth player in the history of Italian football to be called up to the national team prior to making his Serie A debut. Furthermore, the usually measured Fabio Capello tipped him to be a future Ballon d'Or winner. Hell, Real Madrid came in with an offer for him in 2019 too, and unlike Philippe Coutinho, Zaniolo seems to have found his feet again in recent times, with Juventus as well as a whole host of Saudi Arabian clubs attempting to sign him this summer, which is precisely why this could be an inspired move from Villa's perspective. Truth be told, this quite simply wouldn't have been on the cards had Emi Buendia not done his ACL in preseason, and the fact that it's a loan with an option to buy gives Villa the chance to gauge the situation without making a hefty financial commitment right off the bat. It's slightly ironic that the injury to Buendia that's allowed Zaniolo to arrive at Villa Park and re-establish himself in the eyes of the footballing world is the same one that stopped him from already becoming a superstar in the first place, and one can only hope this is a favourable twist of fate from the Italians' perspective. For those of you who don't follow Italian football, this kid was giving out young Michael Owen vibes when he first broke through. Inter felt like they dropped the biggest bollock of all time when they gave Roma 24 million plus Zaniolo and his teammate David Santon in exchange for an aging Nangolan, only for the man on screen to win the Serie A Young Footballer of the Year award in 2019, while the fellow went the other way flattered to deceive. You would think a guy who scored the only goal of the game in a European final to break Roma's 14-year trophy drought would be adored by supporters in the capital city, yet that's anything but the case. In fact, the banner on screen from Roma Ultras reads, Zaniolo, a traitor and piece of shit with no honor, which stems from the fact that he ran down his contract while refusing to sign a new one with the club, all while telling them he needed time to consider his future, which they granted him in good faith. In return, when an acceptable offer did arrive from Bournemouth, Zaniolo strung everyone along the entire window before turning the opportunity down and eventually departing to Turkey for a fraction of the price he was worth a few months later. Shortly after this entire ordeal, another banner was stuck up outside the Olimpico which stated, "Respect for Zaniolo." Unfortunately, this was on behalf of Lazio supporters, who wanted to pay their dues to a bloke who fucked their arch rivals over like nobody else before. Now, regardless of where you stand on that, there's no denying Zaniolo's qualities on the pitch. First and foremost, he's versatile beyond belief in that he can operate in essentially every attacking position that's asked of him, although does favour either sitting in as a number 10 or drifting out wide right from where he can cut onto a stronger left foot. Standing at 6'4", he's got devastating power, strength and energy which can overwhelm the opposition when he's on song. When you couple that with his technical ability, vision, work rate, dribbling, creativity and composure in the final third, you've got yourself a player that really does have the lot in his locker. Italian coaches have compared him to the likes of Gerrard and Lampard for his habit of running the length of the pitch before making late runs into the box and finishing with aplomb. On top of all this, he's fresh off winning the Turkish league with Galatasaray, and the early signs suggest that he's back to his very best now. Overall, this is a shrewd move by Villa given there's relatively low risk but incredibly high reward at the end of it, and I'm looking forward to seeing him in action in the Prem. Make sure to check out my Villa playlist if you're new to my channel, subscribe for more football related content, and I'll catch you in the next one, folks. Peace.